Holiday waste fact number 3. 40% of the landfill is food waste. 40%. It doesn't have to go in there. Metro Vancouver, most municipalities encourage you to put your food scraps into your green bins. Now, of that food waste, 15% of that food has never even been opened. The average household throws out $500 worth of food a year. Speaking of food, our next storyteller says that the best part of Christmas is serving dinner down at Carnegie Centre on Boxing Day. Real gratitude and true joy. I bring you the ever delightful Beverley Elliott.
I'm a mother, so I have guilt. I'm a single mother. I have a lot of guilt. A few years ago, I made plans to take my 8-year-old daughter, Sally, back to Ontario to spend Christmas with my family. She revealed that her biggest fear was that Santa Claus wouldn't be able to find her. And I said, well, we'll write him a letter. We always write him a letter. We'll just tell him. He's used to this kind of thing. He'll find you. Don't worry. So she wrote a 3.5-page letter to Santa Claus. And there was a lot of questions. Do the reindeer live in the barn? Do you have horses? What's your favorite color? And by the way, did you notice that you have the same initials as I do? SC, Sally Cunningham, Santa Claus. Now, in Ontario, we stay with my brother, and my brother lives in rural Ontario out in the country. He has an acre of land. He has a 3,500 square foot home. They had snow sleds, they had snow hills, they had snowmobiles, their house backs up onto a ravine, which he had shoveled off and made a hockey rink, an ice rink, that all the neighborhood kids came and skated on, complete with a bonfire and hot chocolate and lights and hot dogs. So pretty much we're staying in a Tim Hortons commercial. It's great. So the holidays go well, and then it's Christmas Eve, and the kids are squirrely with anticipation because Santa Claus comes tonight, and we played board games and made cookies and sang some Christmas carols. And then I tuck Sally into bed, and I say, are you having a good time? And she says, not really. I wish we were at home. Okay. I know, honey. Next year for sure we'll stay home, but let's just make the best of it, okay? So they go to sleep, and when we're sure that there's no creatures stirring, my sister-in-law and brother and I, we pour ourselves a rum and eggnog, and then we go into their bedroom, which is kind of like a huge executive hotel suite, and we wrap the presents that are from Santa. And I get the things that I bought for Sally, 3 books and a sweater and a Webkins and some watercolor pencils. And I turn around, and my brother and sister-in-law, it's like they've hooked themselves right into the back door of Toys R Us. There are so many gifts, 5 times the amount of gear that Sally is going to get. And my sister-in-law looks at my pile, and she says, is that it? And she wasn't being mean. She was really just looking, going, really, is that it? And I looked at this pathetic little pile of things, and I went, oh, my God. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not okay. How can Santa Claus be so obviously unfair? And I should have stayed home, and I wrap the presents up, and then I think, okay, the letter, I've got to write the letter. And so I find a green marker and piece of paper, and dear Sally, thank you for all the wonderful questions you asked. What a special girl you are. Nobody asked these many questions, and I'm happy to answer them all. And we go to Hawaii when we can. We disguise ourselves, and I answer as many questions as I can remember because she asked so many. And yes, the elves do take their hats off in the summertime. And so I take the letter and the presents, and I put them under the tree, and then I go to bed, and I cry because I just think Christmas is too hard. So 6 o'clock in the morning, the kids are up, thundering down the stairs. Boom, 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 Santa's here. Sally's still sleeping because she has jet lag. We're on Vancouver time. I wake her and go, hey, honey, Santa Claus has come. Let's go downstairs. And sleepily and reluctantly, she comes down the stairs, and chaos is happening. Presents are being ripped open, papers flying, bells and whistles are going off. Things are, it's cacophony. Sally goes over to her little pile. She takes the letter, goes back to the couch and snuggles down, and she starts reading it. And she's smiling and laughing, and then she's reciting things to me. Oh my, mommy, the reindeer like pancakes, and Mrs. Claus does knit, and I'm like, okay, good. I'm still on eggshells. And then finally, all the presents are opened, and the kids come and gather around Sally, and they say, Sally, what are you doing? You still have a whole pile of presents you haven't even opened yet. And Sally says, really? And my sister-in-law says, what the heck did you write in that letter? And then Sally says, oh, Mommy, look at the last line. I did notice that we have the same initials, SC, Sally Cunningham, Santa Claus, and I am so proud to share them with you. I hope you have the best Christmas ever. And then Sally hugs her letter, and then she slowly goes over to her pile and methodically, one by one, opens up her presents. And I look, and I go, phew. And I think, I do know my kid. And it's not about stuff for us. It's about believing. Merry Christmas.